Hello again, everyone. This is Patrick from the North Las Vegas Library District. We're here today with a short tutorial on how to navigate the library's Learning Express database. We're going to start out by identifying the 7 centers inside the database. Then we'll dive in and begin exploring the Adult Core Skills Center, one of the 7 centers that make up Learning Express. Lastly, we'll learn the basics of accessing each of the 3 main learning tools inside the Adult Core Skills Center. Let's get started. In our last tutorial, we covered creating an account in Learning Express. If you need help creating an account or signing into the account that you created, please review our Learning Express introduction video. Learning Express is made up of 7 centers. The 7 centers are College Admissions Test Preparation, College Students, School Center, High School Equivalency Center, Career Preparation, Recursos para Hispanohablantes, and Adult Core Skills. The Learning Express database includes a lot of content that we won't have time to review in a single session. Today we're going to focus on the Adult Core Skills Center. Why would someone want to use the learning tools inside of the Adult Core Skills Center? The resources inside the center will offer you the tutorials, practice sets, and ebooks needed to improve your math skills, reading skills, and writing skills. The first subcategory that makes up the Adult Core Skills Center is called Build Your Math Skills. Inside the subcategory, there are learning resources to help you learn, relearn, or build your math skills. The learning resources are divided into 3 categories: Math Skills Tutorials, Math Skills Practice Sets, and Math Skills eBooks. The second subcategory that makes up the Adult Core Skills Center is Become a Better Reader. Inside this subcategory are the learning resources needed to help build your reading skills. The learning resources are divided into 3 categories: Reading Skills Tutorials, Reading Skills Practice Sets, and Reading Skills eBooks. The third subcategory that makes up the Adult Core Skills Center is Improve Your Writing, Speaking, and Grammar. Inside the subcategory are the learning resources to help build your writing, speaking, and grammar skills. The learning resources are divided into 3 categories: Writing and Grammar Skills Tutorials, Writing and Grammar Skills Practice Sets, and Writing, Speaking, and Grammar Skills eBooks. We want to keep this tutorial relatively brief, so we won't have time today to examine all the learning resources inside each of the subcategories, but I do want to highlight the types of information you'll find within each of the 3 learning resources. For today, I'm going to quickly review how to access each of the learning resources in the Build Your Math Skills subcategory. To do this, I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. Here we are inside the Build Your Math Skills subcategory. You'll see that the 3 learning tools are in bold: Tutorials, Practice Sets, and eBooks. Let's take a peek of what's inside one of the Math Skills tutorials. I'm choosing to look at the Basic Math tutorial. To look inside, I'm going to hover my mouse here above where it says Basic Math Tutorials and left-click the text with my mouse. In this instance, there are 2 tutorials to choose from: Basic Math Tutorial, Comprehensive and Basic Math Tutorial, Review. Each tutorial includes a description of what's included in the tutorial right below it. If you decide this is a tutorial that you're interested in, simply choose Start Tutorial. In this instance, the tutorial is made up of 5 units. It includes a pre-test and a post-test so that you can see how much you've learned from the tutorial once you've finished up with the 5 units. Right up here, you have the option to choose Finish Later. Selecting this option will save your progress in your My Center so that you can finish it up at a later time. Now let's move on and take a look inside Math Skills Practice Sets. As you can see, there are a lot of options here. Let's take a look at what kinds of practice sets are included for measurement. We're just going to left-click here on the blue font. Perfect. As you can see, there are 4 measurement practice sets. The first practice set covers the basics of measurement, and the other sets start teaching and testing you on more challenging aspects of measurement. To jump into any of the practice sets, just click Start Test inside the blue box. You'll see there are some instructions to go over before you begin your set. In this case, the practice set covers 14 questions in total, and you are given 70 minutes to complete the set. You can also choose whether or not you want to complete the set in practice or learner mode. When you're ready, just click Start Test. Next, we'll take a look at the last learning resource within the subcategory, and that's the ebook resource. I'm going to take a look inside the geometry ebooks. As of today, there are 3 geometry ebooks included in the database. Each separate title is in bold and includes a description underneath. Once you've read the description and decided on a title, you'll simply left-click here where it says Download the ebook. I'm going to download the title, Just-in-Time Geometry, so you can see what happens. In this case, the title downloads and automatically opens in Adobe Acrobat Reader. A cool thing about downloading ebooks in the Learning Express database is that you don't need to worry about returning them. They have no due dates. This concludes today's presentation. Be sure to join us next time when we'll be exploring the learning resources inside the Career Prep Center. As always, if you run into problems at any point along the way and find yourself getting frustrated, just give us a call and we'll see what we can do to help.